UK Prime Minister David Cameron has promised new Afghan President Ashraf Ghani that Britain will always be a strong partner and good friend. Mr. Cameron, on an unannounced visit to Kabul, said British armed forces had paid a very high price for their involvement in Afghanistan. Mr. Ghani also thanked the families of those who had lost their lives there. British forces have gone a long way towards achieving their objectives in the country, Mr. Cameron added. Earlier Mr. Cameron visited RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus, from where RAF Tornados are launching airstrikes against Islamic State militants in Iraq. Mr. Cameron is the first world leader to meet Afghanistan's new government. BBC Deputy Political Editor James Lawndale said Mr. Cameron, who will also be holding talks with new Chief Executive Abdullah, effectively Afghanistan's Prime Minister, wanted to get in early with the new leadership. Mr. Ghani took office 4 days ago after coming to a power-sharing agreement with presidential rival Mr. Abdullah. Holding a joint press conference with Mr. Ghani, Mr. Cameron said, "We all share a common goal, which is a more secure, stable and prosperous Afghanistan." He spoke of the progress made in Afghanistan in recent years, adding, "The people of Afghanistan deserve an effective and legitimate government that will build a better future for them and their families." Britain would always be a strong partner and good friend to the country, he promised Mr. Ghani. Mr. Cameron said, "Together we have made Afghanistan safer, we have made Britain safer." Of course, the new government of national unity faces many challenges ahead, but President Ghani and Chief Executive Abdullah have already shown the leadership that will be necessary to build a better Afghanistan. There is no prospect of the UK going back to fight in Afghanistan because there is now an effective army and police force in place, a process that had been hard, patient work, he added. Mr. Ghani said British troops had stood shoulder to shoulder with Afghanistan, also thanking those injured while serving in the country. "Your presence has meant London has been safe, as well as the rest of the world," he said. "We face joint threats." He said the political unity that had been forged with the new government was essential to solve the problems of Afghanistan, and that while the journey ahead would be hard, it would be worth every sacrifice. Mr. Cameron said the UK would continue to support the Afghan National Officer Academy in the capital and would provide £178 million a year, until 2017, to sustain the major progress the country had made on public service.